Hello there, and welcome to today's lesson, how to write a marketing plan. Obviously, this section, how to write a marketing plan, is within the marketing section. We've also got some other courses available: HR, sales, mindset, management. But marketing is the fuel for any business. Writing a marketing plan is the first thing that you should do. And to be fair, you should update this on a monthly basis at least to try and grow the company. Within this section, how to write a marketing plan, I am going to talk through what should be included. And kind of explain what should be included and how that should work and why. I think it's really important of understanding why things should be included, within a marketing plan. For those that don't know, an introduction to myself. So my name is Christopher Clowes. I am an award-winning author. Got 7 books out at the moment and a few more to come. Commercial director of the UK's only risk-free digital marketing agency, that is HC Media Group. I'm a Google accredited marketer, and I am a keynote speaker in business, marketing and mindset. Personally, I have helped over 1,400 small to medium-sized businesses increase their growth through marketing, sales, finance and mindset training. My speciality really is the marketing section, marketing and sales mainly, and that's what I focus on. Here is a picture of a few of our previous clients. I'm sure that there is some there that you recognise. Now, if you would like to get in contact directly, please do so. For any marketing advice or for anything really, please email team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. Put my name in the subject line, or ask us a question. We are here to help. Anyway, straight into the content. So these are the main things that you need to have within a marketing plan. So number 1, you determine your goals and objectives. Now, I spoke a lot in the mindset course about having a sat nav. Okay, so in a sat nav, you know your end direction, and what the sat nav does, or in that case, what I was talking about as a business coach. But what happens then is you lay out the directions to get to that end objective. If you don't know that end objective, then you can't lay out your plan. It's just impossible. You're just going into somewhere that you don't even know. And number 2, understand your target audience and your target market. Now, this is absolutely key because people shop in a completely different way. As an example, me as a business owner, I'm incredibly busy, and apart from the courses, but pretty much to see kind of competition, I don't really buy much off of social media. Me personally, if I need something, it's in a rush, I'll go on Google and I'll buy it. Whereas my wife is totally different. She doesn't go on Google, she finds it on social media. So understanding your target market, you know where to buy. You know where to place your advert really to get the highest buy. Do the right research and analysis. Obviously, this is absolute key. You need to research correctly. You need to know the customer life cycle. You need to know their buying patterns. You need to know exactly what mindset that they're in when they go to purchase. Number 5, create a unique selling proposition. Okay, create a unique selling proposition. Now, service-based, most people go, oh, we offer the best service, or free delivery on a product, or something like that. Now, that's not really unique. Yes, it helps, but it's not really the most unique thing. So when we were setting up the business HC Media Group, we looked at this a lot ourselves, and we we kind of put into play that we are the UK's only risk-free marketing company. So our unique selling point or unique selling proposition is if you need some marketing done on your website and you come to hcmediagroup.co.uk to get that work done and it doesn't work, we give you your money back. That is our unique selling point. Most agencies do not do anything close to that. In fact, most will just hide and run. We won't. We'll stand up and we'll actually, chat to you and give you your money back and work out a way to move forward. Use the right marketing tactics. Obviously, that is absolutely key. And create a budget. Now, you are not going to hit your marketing goals and objectives and your company goals and objectives if you do not have a marketing budget to go out and to nail this. That's what it takes to get out. You need to pay Facebook, you need to pay an agency, you need to get some flyers printed. We've just done a radio ad in a moment, so obviously that costs. There are so many things that actually cost, and you are not going to get the reach and exposure that you're after if you do not have a marketing budget. If you don't, I highly suggest you look at the finance element of, if you're buying the bulk course, then obviously have a finance element there. If not, you need to purchase the finance element of our courses, because this really does help. This really, really does help. You need to have a budget. Anyway, determine goals and objectives. That is the first one. So you need to make sure that you have a determined goal, a determined objective. Now, it needs to be smart, and I'm pretty sure, if you're doing this course, you're in business, you know what smart objectives are already. But they need to be, measurable and tangible, basically. So, you need to have a number associated. So I would like to create 50 sales in March. Okay, so that is a smart objective because you know what the main goal is, sales. You know the number, 50, and you know kind of what time span you've got just in March. So what you can do at the end of that is you can say, okay, well, this has been successful. This has been successful, or, this hasn't been successful, or we need to work on this and we need to work on that. Now, there's plenty of things that you can do to kind of hit those goals, and you need to set KPIs to be able to do this. So hopefully you've brought the package that has the sales element in. One of the subjects within the sales element is how to set KPIs. In fact, I think later on in the marketing section as well, we've got how to set KPIs. But that is a real key thing. So you can break down that 50 sales in March. You can break that down. So, okay, 50 sales in March, what does that mean? Well, I get a 10% sales rate. So now I need 500 leads. Okay, so I get a 50% call to lead ratio. Okay, now I need to make 1,000 phone calls to get those 50 to get those 50 sales. And then you break that down. So 1,000 divided by 20, which is the average day, the average working amount of days. So that means if you make 50 phone calls, or 50, that's what you're doing, or 50 emails a day, 50 phone calls a day, you make 1,000 overall, and the KPI suggests that you would hit your the sales that you're after. Now, you cannot drive your marketing plan if you do not have this. This is the most important thing in the whole campaign. Okay, have a look at the mindset section as well. Having a target to go to is really, really important. It is good with your mindset. It gets you gunning for the day. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Make sure you write down now what your goals are, what your objectives are, and how you want to get there. Next element, understand your target audience. Okay, so just a little note here: to maximize sales and to get the most out of your funnel, you need to understand your customer and what the buying process is for your product or service. So think about the actual product. Okay, think about who is more likely to purchase that product and who, what those people are currently doing and how they interact. So as an example, so for us, for HC Media Group, we have put together this course. Okay, so this marketing course, who is most likely to be able to buy or want to buy this kind of beginners course, a beginners on marketing course. So it would be small to medium sized business owners, perhaps people in network marketing or have kind of one or two staff, work from home mainly or have a small office. They cover everything. So they're the salesperson, they're the HR person, they do the marketing, they do the finance, they do the management of themselves and the and also the staff if they have any staff. Okay, so if they are the people that are going to buy this course, what subjects do we need to fill? Okay, well, we need to fill HR, we need to fill sales, we need to do mindset, because as a business owner, it's really, really hard to get the right mindset. We need to do marketing and we need to do management. If you've not noticed already, that is all the subjects of our course. They're not going to have a lot of money in this, in this time. So we, at the moment we're in lockdown for the coronavirus. So people aren't going to have enough money to be able to spend hundreds or thousands of pounds on courses. So we need to price price this course at an easy, affordable manner to get people onto it. So obviously you need that pricing element there as well. Where are these people going to be interactive? What are they going to be doing? Well, we're in lockdown. A lot of them are going to be sitting there. They're going to be on social media. They're not going to be Googling stuff because they can't afford to go out and buy stuff. They're going to be sitting there at home, flicking through Facebook, flicking through Instagram, flicking through LinkedIn, whatever platform that they're going to be on. So that is where we market. So we market the right course to the right people at the right time at the right price. You are much more likely to make the sale. Okay. Now, the starting process of that is to work out who that person is. So you need to come up with a customer persona. Now, this is Alan on the right-hand side. A much skinnier version of me. If you add about 300 pounds onto that guy, that would be me right there. But this is the kind of thing that you need to do. You need to kind of put together a persona of your customer. Now, if you do have a website already and you've driven loads of traffic and you have Google Analytics installed, you can pull up this information already from people that have already been on your website. Later on in this marketing course, I do go through Google Analytics, so you will be able to get that information and you will be able to kind of build that persona themselves. But here we go. Alan is a busy marketing manager. He works very long hours and he is deep into spreadsheets. I know that feeling very well. In the evening, he tries to stay away from computers. Due to being busy, he buys things last minute. Now, Alan is basically me. I just put a new name on it. Not sure why I called Alan. I've never called myself Alan. It's usually Susie. But this is a customer persona that's pretty much like me. I buy things last minute. Okay, so I buy things online and usually sale next day delivery. Okay, if you understand your customer persona, you can make sure the USPs match their worries. So for me, being the UK's only risk-free marketing company, obviously our main target market is small to medium-sized business owners. And so their biggest worry is about being ripped off. They don't want to go with a marketing agency because, one, they don't think they can afford it, and two, they think that it's going to be, if they do and it doesn't work, they have lost all their money and they can't make that risk, they can't make that gamble. So what we have done is we've removed that element of fear by offering the, our USP. We said, okay, well, that's fine. We understand that because we understand you as a person. If it doesn't work, we give you your money back. Now, this is how we have grown from zero to £1 million valuation very, very quickly, because we've started to understand what our customers' needs are. And within the sale, we have eliminated their fear by putting the correct USPs into place. So sit down now, go through your target market, your customer persona, and dig a bit deeper. This is another one. So I have taken this off of Udemy. And this is another way, going into a bit more detail that you can do. So this guy's John Edwards, and it sets down his frustrations, his goals, his motivations, what technology he uses, and kind of his personality and mindset. So you can go this deep if you wish. This kind of information you can take from the Google Analytics, or most of it anyway. But the deeper you go into your persona, the more that you understand, the better off you're going to be, the better your language is going to be, and you're going to be able to give that information so much more easily. So not only do you kind of, with understanding your target market, not only does that work with your USP and things like that, you need to think about your target market in your marketing material. So for us, we always say, let's teach our consumers first, our clients first. So we teach you first, show you how to do things. And then you can go, do you know what? I like these guys. They're very honest. They've taught me enough, and I just haven't got time to do it. Or, I don't think I'm going to nail it. I'm going to go to these guys because we've got the trust in what they do. But we understand the target market. So our marketing material, and don't get me wrong, this course is a piece of marketing material for us. It's so you as a business owner can get to know us and, get to know what we do and how we do it and how we work. I'm one of the directors, and get to know us and have more faith. So when you need your marketing done, you can come to us. And, understanding the target market is absolutely key in this. The next element, do the right research and analysis. Can never say that word right. Look at your competition. Okay. Now, look at your competition is absolutely critical. Look at what USPs they're doing. Look at, their buying cycle. Phone them up asking for some quotes. Build out a big plan of who they are and what they do and how they action. Okay. So the idea of this is you will have your customer persona, and you will also have your competition persona as such. Now, by doing this, you'll be able to start to notice, what language they're using when they go out to market, and, what their USPs are. And you might look and say, do you know what? They're missing a trick here. They haven't looked at X. They haven't looked at Y. They don't understand this. They don't understand that. And you might be able to get a head start on them by be able to do that. Now, once you've done this, do not look at your competition too much. Okay, so once you've done your plans, Do not get fixated about what your competition is doing, because what that will do is that'll take your eye off the prize. Have an idea of what they're doing and what direction they're moving in. Create your own idea and your own direction and just focus on that. Do not go into too much detail and dig in daily and weekly and just always looking out for what they're doing, always checking their Facebook, always checking their website. It does you no favours. Do it once or twice to get a good understanding of their direction and what they're doing, and then move on to the next element. Know the customer life cycle. Okay, now there's a picture of a brain. Everybody has one. Well, pretty much everybody has one, and everybody thinks differently. People buy things for different reasons, but the main underlying is that they have a problem, need, or they've got a fascination about a luxury, and your product solves that problem, need, or luxury. So this course, it's a problem to small to medium-sized business owners at the moment, because they can't afford to go out to a marketing agency, but they also need to get new clients, because otherwise they're going to go bust. They have a problem where they need to educate themselves very, very quickly to be able to take the next step. This product solves that problem. Okay, need. Once they've got the knowledge, they need expert advice, or they need coaching, or they need an agency because they've gone up a couple of steps. They need somebody to sit there and be able to offer that service of driving traffic, risk-free, driving traffic to their website through Google, through affiliate, through social media, or kind of whatever it is. Our, agency offerings solve that need. Or some people might just want a shiny new website. They might just want a shiny new website, which is a bit of a luxury for them. Again, we're website designers, so we can offer that luxury. We can solve that luxury. What problem, need, or luxury does your products actually solve? Now, we need to be able to understand this. We need to be able to understand your competition and, how they're saying that they solve the same issue. And we also need to understand the persona to be able to get everything in line. I hope that makes sense. Creating a unique selling proposition. What is your hook? I've said what ours is. Our hook is to be able to say, if you work with HC Media Group on your marketing and it does not work, we will refund your money. I'll repeat that because it's brilliant. If you work with HC Media Group on your marketing and it does not work, you basically haven't paid anything. It's a win-win situation. You either get lots of traffic to your website or you don't spend any money. Now, pretty sure as a business owner, you're thinking right now, damn, I need to go onto the HC Media Group website and speak to those guys. You'll most probably come through directly to me. You'll be able to speak to us and we will be able to advise you. Now, the reason that we have created this hook is because there are so many people out there that, one, are untrained. I know a social media guy who has learned how to run Facebook ads on YouTube, and he spent 6 days learning how to run Facebook ads on YouTube, and he now runs lots and lots of campaigns. Lots. He earns in excess of £2,000-3,000 a week doing that, because he's a good salesman. He is a good salesman, and he's doing these Facebook campaigns for people. They're not working. People are spending once and not coming back, but they're spending a good, couple of grand with him, and it's not working. There are people like that all over the world. People will take your money for marketing and just do a half-assed job because for them it is just the cash. It's a cash cow. For most people, marketing is a cash cow. We're slightly different. We're not slightly different. We're totally different. Your success is our success. What we grow from is we grow from referrals, and we grow from our clients saying how awesome we are. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that you are a success. So, you keep buying from us. You keep coming back and you keep buying. And that is why we put our hook in, our USP, that we're risk-free marketing, because it limits that doubt. Are you the same as everybody else? No, we're not. Actually, we care about you, and we kind of put our own money where the mouth is, as such. Because if we spend a lot of time working on something and it doesn't work, we will give you money back, and we have done. We have done several times because it hasn't worked. So we hold our hands up and go, it hasn't worked because this. There's your money back. I think you should do this instead because this has got a better chance. So our hook is that we're risk-free, and if you run your marketing through us, it's going to work 100%, or you don't pay, basically. What is yours? What is your unique selling point? Have a think about that. What is it that makes you different to everybody else? If you're in the car trade, does the car come with a full tank of petrol? I'll tell you what, I'd much rather buy a car that's got a full tank of petrol in there than one that hasn't, because it means to me that the car's been looked after by the dealer. Much better. What is your hook? What can you do different? What gets people involved with you? A hook is something that grabs someone's attention. So you know who your customer is, and you know what the sales mindset is because you've done that research, knowing the customer life cycle and everything. So you need to create a hook for a business. So here's an example. Here is some of our hooks. So yes, we've got our main USP, our main hook, but we have others as well. So we offer a free website health check. So if you want us to have a look at your website completely for free, then we'll have a look and tell you how you're ranking on Google, tell you what website fixes you need, and tell you what needs to be done. If you're a client of ours and we work on the Google side, SEO, or maybe on a social, and you need some design work done, guess what? We offer that for free. Obviously within reason, but we offer free design service. In fact, some of our SEO clients, with this focused on making sure that our clients are successful, we've had a few clients that we're working on their website doing SEO, and it's come to a point that we've noticed that the SEO isn't working because of the state of the website. So we've redesigned their website for free, because we obviously want that to grow, and we've got our money back guarantee. So we wanted it to make sure it works. Free consultation. This works for quite a lot of industries. Again, we offer a free consultation. So if you want to have a chat with us about your marketing and how to grow your business, get in touch. It's free. We're not going to charge you for that. We can spend half hour on the phone, not a problem. All you need to do to go on that and to do that is go to www.hcmediagroup.co.uk and you can claim that. Free reports. This is absolutely brilliant as well. A lot of people do this. We actually worked with some local architects not long ago, and they were struggling to get leads, and we said, look, offer a free report of something. So what they've done is they've done a free consultation and report on the business, the building regs. So you would send over your plans, or you'd phone them up and say, look, I want to have an extension on my house. Here's a couple of photos, and they would have a look at it and they'd say, yeah, you've got a good chance of getting building planning, or you haven't. Now that was free. So they started getting quite a lot. All the competitors were charging for that, but they weren't getting leads either. And this company started to get much more leads coming through because obviously people don't want to pay anything for that kind of service. So what is your hook? What you can offer for free? What value can you provide first? And once you provided that value and you started that, that communication, you can then, upsell them or move the conversation further. Measure your goals. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier, about having a sales target and knowing, kind of where you want to go. Okay, so this is a very small slide on, how you can measure your goals. So this is a spreadsheet, very, very easily put together. So this is mainly for traffic on a website. So here we go. In July, I want to make 40 sales. Okay. My target is £4,000 worth of sales, and my average order value is, £100. So 100 times 40, 4,000. Makes sense. Okay. Now, I've got a conversion rate of my website of 0.58%. I know this because I have looked at my Google Analytics, which we'll go into later. Okay, so if I've got a conversion rate of 0.58% and I want to make 40 sales at an average order of £100, the amount of traffic that I need to get on my website that month is 3,977. Okay, I'll repeat that. If I've got a conversion rate of 0.58% and I want to make 40 sales, I need to get the amount of traffic to my website of a total of 3,977. Now, this is the number that you need to work on, 3,977. So you need to do your social posting, you need to do your Google SEO, you need to do Google PPC, affiliate marketing, display, whatever it is, to get that amount of traffic to your website. Now, if you get that amount of traffic to your website, math says you should be able to hit your targets. So it's actually a traffic generating thing that you're after. But you need to measure this. You need to have a spreadsheet, how much traffic's been on your website, how many sales you've made, what your conversion rate is, because then you can start to make some really good decisions moving forward. Use the right marketing tactics. Okay, so there's a few ways to drive traffic to your website or to your funnel, and these are search engine optimization, Google AdWords, social media lead generation, social media organic, and affiliate or lead marketing. Now, within the next few slides, I'm going to break down exactly what these are, what the benefits are, and what the negatives are. Then you can work out, obviously, if they are any good for you. Now, one of the big things you need to remember here is your target persona. So if your target persona is somebody that is not very engaging on social media because they're busy at work all day, social media organic really isn't the one. Google AdWords possibly is. Okay, so we need to understand the target persona and then kind of look at these different channels. So first, search engine optimization. This is the process of manipulating your website to get to the top of Google. So as an example here, if I Google cheap broadband, if you are the first couple of clicks at the top of Google, I'm going to go onto your website. If you're on page 4 of Google, I am not going to find you because I won't go past page 1. So you need to optimize your website to get to the top of Google. This is what I personally specialize in. So if you need this help, do drop me a message. But but this is absolutely superb. As you can tell here, under the term cheap broadband, it says volume 27,100. Now, 27,100 people search cheap broadband a month. Okay, now you can imagine if you get 10% of those sales, you would be very, very happy. So search engine optimization is a really good thing. What you want to do is you want to get to the top of Google, so when someone searches your product or your service, you can be found and you're there as an option. Some of the benefits for SEO. The customer is in the buying process when they search. If you search for cheap broadband and they find your website that sells cheap broadband, there is a very high chance that they're in the market for cheap broadband. It is one of the most high converting channels that you will ever find. Long term, it is the cheapest traffic you can get. Now, there is there is a lot of investments being made into search engine optimization, but if you get it right, you can get a lot of traffic very, very cheaply. And it is unlimited amount of leads, because do you know what? If there's a spike in searches, there's a spike in your traffic. At the moment, we're in the coronavirus lockdown. There's been a huge spike in CRM systems and online working tools such as Monday.com or Zoom and things like that. So for them, obviously it's not good for anybody, this current pandemic, but in a business sense for them, there's a spike in traffic, and they haven't done anything different. They haven't increased their budget. In fact, they most probably decreased their budget because there's more of a need for it. They're coining it in. Negatives. It does take time to work. It's not instant. And if your competitors are doing it, then it is a fight to the death. Obviously, HC Media Group, this is what we specialise in. So if you need SEO, if you want to get to the top of Google, please do get in contact, because if it doesn't work, obviously, we give you your money back. So it's a win-win. It does involve investment, and without return to start with. So what we suggest on here is kind of a 6-month campaign. The first 3-4 months, you won't see much out of it. You'll see yourself coming up the rankings, but you won't see huge influx. But it will work. Believe me on this. It will work. It's hard to get to the top of search engine unless you specialise in this. It's not really going to work. You need to go to a specialist SEO guy. You need to go to somebody that understands Google, the algorithms, and do things properly. This is a hard strategy to get right, but if you can get it right, this is the one that completely changes, your life. If you can get to the top of Google, you are, you're coining it in. Next is Google AdWords. And you've most probably seen this. Again, if you search cheap broadband, at the top you have ads. So you can see here, you've got compare broadband providers, find our cheapest deal. And next to that, there is a little ad symbol next to the URL. So you have to pay per click to be here. So if you look right at the top, next to volume, it says CPC £7.79. So every person that clicks that button, they get charged, that moneysupermarket.com get charged £7.79 for every click. Now, is that worth it? Obviously for them it is, because I'm sure Money Supermarket, Uswitch and TalkTalk have some incredible marketing managers. I know TalkTalk do, because we work with them I've personally worked with them for years. You need to make sure that it's profitable for you, because otherwise it's not going to work. But again, this is a great way of driving traffic if you're in the right market. Some benefits and some negatives. Again, benefits, it's still Google. So customers in the buying process when they search. Same as SEO, the customer in the buying process when they search. Quick return. You know, it doesn't take long for you to get to the top. You can get to the top of Google instantly, and you can get the unlimited amount of leads if the budget is available. Okay, so if you've got the budget to be able to put onto there, then it absolutely works. The negatives is it is very expensive. Very, very expensive. It can have a bleed, so low conversion rate. What I mean by a bleed is that you go onto a website and it says, oh, click here, click there, do this. So people click on other pages and come and go away from the main offer. And then they spend a couple of minutes on the website and click off because they haven't found what they're looking for. But actually, it should have been right in front of them when they clicked on. So, you know, can you imagine spending £7.79 or whatever it is, and you're only converting 1 in 100? That means you're spending £700-800 before you actually get a sale. So there is that negative there, that it can be very expensive and it can have a low conversion rate if you don't go to a specialist. Okay, if you go to a specialist, they can design specific landing pages and put the campaign together. You know, we can help you do this. You know, it needs to be done right. It needs to be kept an eye on at all times. Google AdWords can run away from you. I wouldn't suggest to do this unless you've got a couple of £1,000 budget a month at least, because it is quite expensive. But if you need that influx of traffic from Google straight away, and you have a product and a USP that is completely different, and you know that if someone lands on your website, they are going to buy, then yes, you can do this, and it works very, very well. Social media lead generation. Okay. So I'm pretty sure most of you have Facebook or have Instagram. These two adverts were taken off of my Facebook a few weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure that you can see exactly what what they're offering. So on the left hand side, you've got Yale Business, who as of yesterday I heard are going bust, which isn't a surprise because their product and their customer service is absolutely awful. So look at the bottom, check now, free report. Is your website Google friendly? Check now, free report. Is that a hook? Do they understand the customer? I think they do. The image is nice and easy. It's check now, free report, apply now. Very, very easy to understand. And if you're, a target market on Facebook and you see this, there's a high chance that you can go, oh, I want to check how my website is doing. I'm going to, do that also. And you click on that, check now, free report. Nice and easy. The second is .co. Now this is that you can buy some domain names from there. Again, look, free stuff, no strings attached. Learn more, click here. These are social media lead generation adverts. Okay, so you can go into the back of Facebook or Instagram, and you can design one of these adverts and you can send this out to your target market. So if you want to target business owners in the United Kingdom that, are in the accountancy space, you can target business owners in accountancy on Facebook. It is pretty simple. If you haven't had the training to be able to do that, please do get in contact with us. We teach on a course called Rockstar Social. It's not our course. There is a course called Rockstar Social that we can help you get involved with. That will teach you exactly how to do this. Like I say, it's a 3-day course. We teach on the 3rd day. and it is absolutely superb. So if you want to know how to specifically target, or specifically drop a pin on your target market on Facebook or Instagram with an advert that says click here and you have their details straight away, get in touch. We'll be able to get that for you. So some benefits and some negatives. Benefits: you can target markets very, very easily. You can get a high level of leads very, very quickly. You have a massive reach and a massive potential. And if done right, you can have the lowest cost per result. So like I say, we teach on this Rockstar Social, and I use this as a case study actually when we're there. But we was running a campaign for a boiler campaign. Okay, so nobody really wants to buy boilers at all. So we took over a campaign, and somebody was doing social media for them. And their results were a cost per lead of £27. So every £27 spent, they got a lead. 1 in 10 sold. Okay, so it cost them £270 basically to get that sale. Because we've done social media lead generation right, what we've done is we then created an advert to go out, and we've done it correctly using the back end, and we actually got that cost per lead from £27 to 20 pence. Instead of paying £27 for a lead, they were paying 20 pence, and that's converting 1 in 7. It's a no-brainer. If you get social media lead generation right, it is perfect. There's some negatives to this though. Customers are not always in the buying process when targeted. Okay, customers are not always in the buying process when targeted. So I could not go onto Facebook and I cannot advertise, one of my top end products. So let's talk about my business coaching, where we charge £20,000-30,000 a year. We can't go on to Facebook and promote that because nobody is in the buying process and will not spend that volume, but they will buy something that's cheap and it's a luxury. So this course, as an example, you most probably bought this course because of social media. So you need to understand your target market when doing it, because customers are not usually. I don't go on to Facebook and go, do you know what, I'm going to buy X today. You need to get the hook right. You need to get everything right, because customers are not in the buying process. Sometimes if you're using the lead generation forms, details can be out of date because people sign up to Facebook and the details that are automatically pulled through are old phone numbers, old email addresses and things like that. So you need to be very, very careful about how you're capturing the data, because otherwise details can be out of date. And it can have a low conversion rate. This is your high volume of numbers, but what you've got to think here is that if you are a small to medium-sized business, you're on your own, you're the HR manager, the finance manager, and the sales and the marketing. If I gave you 1,000 leads tomorrow, you would not be able to phone those leads up. You would not be able to convert those. So it has got quite a low conversion rate in some cases. So you need to be mindful of that as well. Again, if you need help on this, this is something that we offer as part of our agency. So we can drive leads into your business. Please do get in touch, and I'm pretty sure we can help you. Social media organic. Okay, so HC Media Group, that is us. Social media organic is where we post on our Facebook wall or our LinkedIn wall or Twitter or Instagram or whatever it is, and we make sure that we inform the people that like our page. So if you like our page, and we'll share this to keep you engaged. Okay. So there's two elements on this. On the left-hand side, published by the lovely Izzy, we have a blog not written by us. This, we're endorsing somebody else's blog because, moz.com are awesome. That is a brilliant bit of software for SEO, and they give some great tips. So we're going to share their blog, obviously. A blog about SEO and why it's essential when growing your business. Me personally, I've got a master's in marketing, I think SEO is the first thing that you should do in any business because it's the foundation. Now, here you can see us posting that. So if you're scrolling through Facebook, you can click on it and do a bit of reading. There's no sell there whatsoever. It's just saying, look, we're here if you want to get in touch, but there's no pressure. Just read this blog. It's going to help you out. On the right-hand side, slightly different. So we not only run these kind of courses online, but we also have kind of face-to-face courses. So this is published by Shauna, who's a marketing manager. Have you booked your spot? This is our big course, Turn Your Website into a Sales Machine, where I have members of my team, they're helping you with your SEO, helping you with your Google Ads, helping you with your website, making sure that your website is going to convert. And this is what we go through. What makes a website convert, how to get a ton of web traffic, how to get the cheapest cost traffic. We review your website, one-to-one session with myself. We give you tips to crush it, and we feed you. It's brilliant. But again, this social media organic is just informing. And so, look, if you want to book a spot, here's the link. But there's no big hook there. There's no massive sale. Social media organic is just there for engagement, okay? Just there for engagement. People have already liked your page. You just need to engage with them. Now, like everything, there's some benefits and some negatives. Some of the benefits. It is free. There's no cost to posting on your Facebook page apart from your time. Your customer already knows you because they've liked your page. Okay? You have a high conversion rate because people already know who you are. And it helps with your social proofing. Now, this is key. It helps with your social proofing. Okay. There's a bit of a story that I tell quite a lot about social proofing. And I'm pretty sure you will start to understand what social proofing is and why you need to be very, very active on social media. Okay. So I was targeted a few months ago now, about 6 months ago, by an American business coach that basically said that he can transform my marketing agency into a multi-million pound empire pretty much overnight. So I'm going to listen to him. So he's a business coach, and he wanted to pitch me basically, and he wanted me to join his coaching academy. That's what it was all about. So we had a 45-minute call, him telling me about what he does, some case studies and things like this. And at the end, he simply said, "So, do you want to do it?" It's like, "Well, you haven't told me how much yet." And then he said the price, £30,000. Okay, so £30,000 for a year. Now, what I didn't tell him at the time is I do already have a business coach, and we go through that in the mindset course. I do already have a business coach, big business events, and they have been incredible for me, absolutely incredible. My business coach, the owner of Big Business, is Adam Stott, and he has, last time I looked, which a few days ago, 320,000 likes on Facebook, and he shares countless videos, and he's active on every single social media platform available. This guy had 800 likes on Facebook. Now, price aside, okay, take the price out of it. He said £30,000, but forget that because that is extortionate. for what he was offering. Who would you prefer to go to? A business coach has got 300,000 likes on Facebook and their face is visible every single day on Facebook, on LinkedIn, Twitter and that, or somebody that's got 800 likes and hardly posts on their Facebook. This is what I mean about social proofing. You want to get the right social proofing in place to make sure that, people purchase from you. And organic social media is perfect for that. There are some negatives here, okay? Only 3% of your following will see your post. If you've got 100 followers and you make a post, because of Google's algorithm, Facebook's algorithm, you will only get to show it to 3%. Now, if someone likes it, it goes up to 4%. Someone comments, 5%. Someone likes, comments and shares, it might go up to 7%. The more engagement that you get, the more Facebook, shows it out to. But what Facebook want you to do is they want you to pay. They want you to pay to play. They want you to boost. They want you to push, your content further. Okay, so they're not going to show it to too many people. So it is a negative as well. It is very time consuming. Okay, it's very time consuming to get right, and you might put a post up and it'll get 1 or 2 likes, and it is not guaranteed. You can't guarantee you're going to get this or that or this through or social media organic. It is there mainly as an engagement and a social proofing business. It is not there as a lead generation tool, because if you're counting on that because it is free for a lead generation tool, you might as well just pack your bags now, because it's not going to work. Next is affiliate marketing. Okay, so affiliate marketing can be superb. So affiliates put, an ad on their website. Someone drives traffic to that, and customer clicks and they convert. That conversion is tracked, and then the affiliate gets paid. So there's hundreds of thousands of affiliates out there. You don't really know that they're there, but I think the biggest one, is Compare the Market or Compare the Meerkat. If you've never been on comparethemeerkat.com, do it. It's absolutely superb. But Compare the Market, they offer insurance and credit cards, and they compare different financial markets. They're just an affiliate. So for every person that purchases from that site, they will get a commission from. And that is exactly what affiliate marketing is. So you might have a product that you think, do you know what? This is a unique product. Nobody else sells this. And you can go into the affiliate marketing space. If you do, then please do get in contact, because this is something that we specialize in, and we'll be able to push this for you on a commission-only basis. So if you have a unique product and it's your own, and you have got room to scale, then affiliate marketing might be the best way for you to move forward. But on the other side, you might have customers that can buy other things, and you can get paid for that. So, as an example, on our website, we offer a lot of books, we offer a lot of courses and things like that. Some of them aren't ours. But if you're after, one of our books, you might be after somebody else's as well. So we can offer that book as well, and we would get paid from them for that sale. So, have a think, get in touch with your products, or if you want other products to be able to sell on your website, then get in touch. And I'm not talking about Juice Plus or and things like this. I'm talking about other kind of ways to do this. So, in one aspect, I used to do quite a lot of stuff for Utility Warehouse. So I worked with Utility Warehouse for a couple of years, and what I found is a lot of the time I was going into people's houses and they were saying, yeah, this is great, but I want TV. I don't, I can't take your broadband because, I want to be able to buy the TV packages and things like that. And at the time, Utility Warehouse didn't offer that. So I had a downsell. I was also an affiliate for TalkTalk. So I said, okay, no worries. Well, here you go. Have TalkTalk instead. So I was still getting paid, but I was getting paid from someone different. So this means that what you're doing by becoming an affiliate yourself is making sure that you have kind of more bullets in the gun as such. Now, there is obviously some, tips and things, some benefits and negatives. Benefits, you only pay when someone makes a sale. Okay? If someone makes a sale for you, you will pay them. If they don't make a sale for you, you won't pay them. It is quite quick to set up. Within a couple of weeks, you can be getting high volume of sales and high volume of leads very, very quickly on a commission-only basis. The negatives, you need to have a good website. People are not going to sell your product if they send it to your website and it doesn't convert. They're not going to do it. They want their traffic to be sent to the highest conversion website. And you cannot control the brand reputation. You cannot control someone's hook or what they're actually saying or what they're promising. So if you have a finance product, please do not do this because of the FCA regulations. You'll be shut down unless you go through a lot of really strengthened processes to make sure it's right. It is a negative. You cannot control brand reputation and you can't really control what marketing that they do. So one thing that we used to find quite a lot is within Google AdWords, the client was advertising on Google AdWords and the affiliate was also advertising on Google AdWords. They're both trying to sell the same product and they're both bidding on the keywords, making the price go up, which means that both of them were paying too much for their marketing. Okay, so you cannot control. But it is brilliant. If you have a product or you want to sell some more products, get in touch and we can help you. So, this is your task, okay? Think about your hook. What makes you different and what is your unique selling point? Now look at the different ways to drive traffic to your website. Which one would add more value for you and for your consumer, for your customer? Think about your hook and think about your USP. And how are you going to drive the traffic to your website? That is your task. I would sit down and get this focus straight away on exactly that, and you will be fine. So to talk to us about this or any other subject, please do email. This is the end of this, this current subject. We'll be moving on to the others very, very shortly. If you do want to speak to us, if you want us to write a marketing plan, or if you want, to speak to us and just ask some questions, is this right? Am I going in the right direction? Please do get in touch. The email address is team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. This will really help you move forward. Consultation is free. Please do get in touch. We are here to help you. But for now, thank you so much for listening, and I will see you on the next slides.